We're going to begin with breaking news because just in time for summer tourism, the European Union will reopen its borders to fully vaccinated visitors. Did you hear that part? Fully vaccinated visitors and those from COVID-safe countries. The U.S. travel industry already is seeing a big jump in passengers. April bookings were up 11% over April of 2019, and many people want to fly internationally. They are ready to go. This morning, JetBlue announces it will soon fly to London for the very first time. So starting today, you can book trips between New York's JFK Airport and London's Heathrow and Gatwick airports. Flights begin in August, so start packing your bags. First on CBS This Morning, JetBlue CEO, there he is, Robin Hayes, joins us from the airline's hangar at JFK. Robin, good to have you back. Nice to see you, sir.
Great to see you again, Gayle. Thanks for having me.
Well, you're making people very excited about your new flight plans, and it's coming as there's a lot of talk about surge in prices. But I heard you say, Robin Hayes, that JetBlue is going to figure out a way to lower the prices. How can you do that, and what does that mean exactly?
Well, no, what we do best is we fly to places that have really high fares, and we find a way of lowering them, and that's what we're doing today. As anyone knows who's flown across the Atlantic over the last few years, the airlines charge extremely high fares, particularly for business class, and really have been gouging people for a very long time. So as of today, we're announcing that we are going to put that right, just as we've been doing for over 20 years here in the US. And we've announced new fares in both our core and our business class, our new Mint experience, which we think will reduce fares by up to about 50% over what people have been paying in the past.
Well, Robin, can you, when you say put that right, I love your accent, could you give us some numbers so we know what we're talking about exactly? I've heard, you can get a fare about 700 round trip, 800 round trip. What does that mean for you guys?
Sure. Yeah, sure. When we launched Mint on JFK LAX back in 2014, we started fares at $599. We're announcing today a new fare in our Mint cabin, a newly reimagined Mint cabin, so individual suites for everyone, at $1,979 round trip, and that includes all taxes and all charges. That's under $1,000 each way for a lie-flat private suite experience with free live TV, free Wi-Fi, and all the other things people are used to from JetBlue.
Robin, LeVar Burton here. Why is international travel so important to the airline industry right now?
Well, the U.S. airlines have seen a big bounce back in the domestic market. We've seen that really be very strong since late February, early March. There's a lot of pent-up demand for international travel. It's harder because there are more restrictions that governments have put in place around COVID. But as those restrictions ease through vaccination requirements or testing requirements, that pent-up demand will book. And so we're actually expecting an extremely strong summer here. With our new flights to London.
Robin, it's Anthony Mason. What percentage of your domestic flight travel is back, and when do you expect it to be back to pre-pandemic levels?
We actually expect this summer, the peak summer, to be flying capacity very similar to what we were flying in summer 2019. So I think that talks to how quickly things have rebounded here in the US. Now we've got to get more international markets open. We've got to do it safely, but we've got to give people a chance to travel, visiting friends and family, people they haven't seen for a very long time. And we're looking forward to that happening over the next few months. The news from the EU today is very helpful in that regard.
Robin, do you happen to know what percentage of your crew, the flight attendants and the pilots, are vaccinated? Delta just announced they're going to make the requirement for their new employees. Do you plan to do the same? And what do you know about the vaccination records of your team?
Yeah, so we're the majority of our crew members have been vaccinated. We are strongly encouraging it. We're not mandating it at this point. It is likely that some countries will require operating crew, so pilots and in-flight crew members, to be vaccinated in the future. We don't know that yet. It's still very early, but we are strongly encouraging the vaccine for all of our people.
All right, Robin Hayes, thank you very much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it. Stay flying out there.